Well. Racist. Bitch, where? Where? Are they serious? I cannot bright them bright. I am going to talk about this whole pizzazz social media hype. It's all over the media, it's all over the press. It's about my Jama. My Jama tweeted a tweet in 2012, which is about 6 years ago, which she's been reprimanded for over the weekend. I saw it briefly, didn't take offence to it at all, and kind of like kept it moving. But then as I was going over through my social media sites, I seen that it's really prominent in social media. Twitter, Instagram, so if you don't know who Maya Jama is, she is a TV and radio presenter. She's a very successful presenter. She's also the girlfriend of Stormzy. So that's what she does. She's a personality. I follow her on her social media. So yeah, if you didn't know who she was, she's 23 years old and she's doing very well in the industry at the moment. She put out a tweet in 2012, as I said previously, and it was a joke. Well, from what I gathered from reading it, was that it was about women shaving their heads. I'm going to put it somewhere here. However, she tweeted about women shaving their hair, trying to be like Amber Rose type thing, but then these black girls do it and they end up looking like Michael Jordan. So people have taken that very offensively and they've gone back and tried to find like little things where she might have tweeted around that time, 2012. This was before she was famous, before she was anyone, while she was still 17 years old, she tweeted that tweet. Personally, I'm familiar with that tweet because of the fact that Kevin Hart said something similar. In his Let Me Explain tour. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure, but I am quite sure that when I went to see him, along with the Deirdre joke, I do remember him saying something about women trying to change their hair, cut their hair, black females, and then they end up looking like Michael Jordan. See, I find that quite funny. And you guys can reprimand me if you like, however, it's a joke, it's banter, it's not, I'm not looking at it in a racist way. Some things that some people can do, others can do it, and it's not the same. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So, and that's not to say that because we shave our hair and we end up looking like Michael Jordan, then a white person shaving their hair, they're not going to look like Michael Jordan, are they? They might look like somebody else. I don't know. Okay, I can't think of someone so quickly, but they could look like somebody else. They could look like that guy who has a bald head and then glasses. I can't remember his name, but I'm going to think of it. Maya has been reprimanded for this all over social media. I just don't think it's that warranted. I'm not saying that I agree with the tweet or that I agree with what's being said or anything like that, but I know banter. Banter is banter. I'm very banterous, and Lord knows if I ever made it famous and people went back to look at my tweets from 2012 or 2010 or maybe even 2017. Maybe I would be reprimanded, maybe I'd be hated, maybe I'd be having so much hate mail. Like, when I've literally gone on her last post and seen what people are writing, it's obscene, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, why would you go on someone's page and write abuse? Okay, she may have tweeted something. She tweeted something on her own social media. She didn't go on anybody else's and offend them and start being rude to them and sending them threats and being rude and being bad mind and telling people, oh, I hope you lose your contract. I hope you lose your contract at Gap and Maybelline and MTV. Like, what has that got to do with the tweet that she tweeted? Why do you hope that she loses her career? She put out there a tweet in 2012 when she was 17. This was 6 years ago. I'm not saying that it makes it better, but half the things that we do at 17, we would never dare do now. Like, you literally just pick your choices for GCSEs a year before that, yeah? Or 2 years before that. Year 10, you pick your choices. Correct me. End of year 9, you pick your choices. But you're 14, 15, 2 to 3 years before that. When I picked my choices, I thought I knew what I wanted to do. They are nothing in line to what I'm doing now. So people have so much growing up to do from 17. 17, you're not even an adult. You don't think properly. You see things kind of like in a box. You might laugh at certain things that are not politically correct. Let's be real. We all laugh at things now that aren't politically correct. You're just not putting it out there so people can't have a comment on it, and you're not famous so people can't really comment on it. And if they do, you don't really care because it's not thousands of people or hundreds of people writing abusive things. I just feel like, yes, colorism does exist. It definitely does. However, I just feel like this was a young tweet. When you're quite daft, you just kind of like retweeting something, and it might not be a retweet, it might be something that she saw elsewhere and then wrote it and laughed at it. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. Some of the things that she writes, she's a banterous person. If you follow her, she's quite banterous. Sometimes she talks in 10,000 different accents. She has about 10,000 different personalities. She's a fun-loving person. So because of something she done in 2012, does that erase every single good thing that she's done from 2012 till now? Is that what it does? Is that what you're not telling me? That it warrants her to lose all of her contracts, to lose everything, for the world to hate her, for, like, it doesn't warrant that. I've seen comments of people threatening her family, saying she's got AIDS, saying they're going to do things with acid, saying, really? Does that warrant it? So is that how we're doing it now, an eye for an eye? Because she said something in 2012, we're going to say things in 2018 when a lot of us are saying these things are adults. No, it doesn't. You don't combat negativity with negativity. Instead, you show love when it's negativity. Doesn't make sense. You know, love conquers all. Yeah, I just think it's a bit too much. I think it's a bit too much. Yes, there is colorism in the world. Yes, it happens. Yes, as a celebrity, which people look up to you. Not being funny, a lot of people are saying young girls look up to you. Young girls should look up to their own people. Look up to your mum. Look up to your auntie. Look up to people that you're related to, people that you actually know. Why are you looking up to people that you don't even know? You don't know them, you don't know their background. So maybe that's what our young girls should be doing. Looking up to your own family, your own relatives, your own people that you actually know and physically know, not that you watch on social media, and then when they do one thing out of line or one thing from 10 years ago, we're bringing it up and ridiculing them, absolutely annihilating them. I've seen several journalists talk about it. I've seen everyone jumping on it, everyone. I'm on it because of the simple fact that it's current. I was going to start my vlog anyway, and I feel like someone kind of needs to put in a different say. Everyone's jumping on the same thing. Yeah, it's bad, I can't believe you do that, I'm so disappointed. Do you know what? I'm not disappointed in you, Maya. I'm not at all. Why would I be disappointed in you? You tweeted something at 17 years old. If you lot seen the things that I tweeted at 17-year-old, maybe the whole world wouldn't like me then. Maybe some of you don't even like me now anyway. What difference does it make? You're not here to please people, you're here to please God. And at the end of the day, God knows your heart. And he knows what your intentions are for things. And I don't believe that her intention was a bad intention. And, you know, with knowing the type of character that she is, I know that she does not mean those things. She has plenty of black females, dark-skinned females around her that she shows love to. And young girls that she shows love to. And she's real and she's kind and she's loving and she, you know, I don't feel like she means those things. I feel like it was simply just banter. I don't feel that she feels like she's better than anybody because she's got a lighter skin. No, because I've had a lot of conversations with Maya on a personal level, and you know, she's uplifted me or encouraged me to think different things when I might have not felt so great about myself, or when I've been feeling insecure about something, or, you know, she's not that type of person. Or if she has an opportunity for me to get involved in as a presenter, she does so. It's not a case of, I just don't believe that, sorry. And she's done so many great things since 2012 from now that I'm not. I wanted to make sure I got every point. I mean, you know, she apologised and then that wasn't good enough. She apologised, and because she said, I apologise to, you know, all dark-skinned black females and all females, you know, if I've offended, oh no, that wasn't good enough. Why is she apologising to all females when it's only dark-skinned females she's offended? Well, actually, that's where you're wrong, guys, because it's not only dark-skinned females that she's offended. Some white people or Asian people or different kind of people, they might find that offensive too. I don't know, maybe the President of the United States of America, how much things has he said or done and he don't take it back. He's the president of the United States though. He still got voted in. I don't know. Look, I just feel like celebrities are targeted when they're doing well, and she's not the first one. You know, I remember, look at Katie Hopkins. I'm sorry. Katie Hopkins says the most outrageous things. She's not sorry about it. She's not apologetic. She does not give two hoots. And she says what she says, and she doesn't get ridiculed like that. No, she doesn't, does she? No. No one's not telling her to lose her contract, her team. With Maya, because she does so well. She's a beautiful young lady. She, you know, she's going out with Stormzy, who's quite successful also. You know, they're doing well. Like, people are saying #goals. Do you see what I'm trying to say? She's a young girl. She knows God. She tries to inspire the youth. She's herself. And I feel like that's much more important. You know, she's somebody who will go on her social media. She'll go on her Snapchat. She'll go on her Instagram, and she'll show young girls that, you know what? Look at me. This is me in my morning face. Comedians in the world. There's banter in the world, and not everything we laugh at is politically correct. It's just as simple as that. There's plenty of things that I've said in life that I regret, and I just feel like, you know, we should, I don't even know if I want to use the word judge, but, you know, how we are to others, we expect others to be to us. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So if I say something and I would want someone to forgive me for something that I've said out of context, or something that I've just said without thinking, or something that I've said and not thinking there's going to be a comeback, or even something that I've laughed at on a tweet or on an Instagram or on Facebook or whatever, I wouldn't want somebody to, you know, if someone's taking it the wrong way and feel offended by it, I wouldn't want to be ridiculed for it by thousands of people. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I am a celebrity, but I'm a human being as well. So although they're famous, they are human beings as well. I remember when Amir Khan, he was in the jungle, he got reprimanded for saying things, you know, his opinion. Then you've got like Jack Maynard, he got the same thing. He was actually taken out of the jungle, I remember that. Then you've got Zoella the vlogger, she was reprimanded. I feel like anybody who has status or who's got a following or anything like that, it's like journalists are sitting there going through your Twitter feeds, scrolling, trying to find a little thing, trying to find anything to cause controversy, to bring you out. And you know, us as individuals, we jump on it quickly. And it's just like we're ridiculing people. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying that it's not I'm not saying that it's a good thing. No, I'm not saying that tweet is a good thing. I'm not saying that certain other things that people might laugh at or say or joke about. But you know, you've got to take a joke. A joke is a joke. Yeah, maybe don't put it out there. But you know what? Life is a learning curve. When you're 17, you don't know what you know when you're 23. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Things that I knew when I'm 23, I didn't know today. So it's like you grow. Knowledge is power. Growth. You grow and you know, you learn things. And I just feel like that's something that people need to understand. We all make mistakes and no one's perfect. So, Maya, I really do hope that this doesn't affect any of your contracts. I pray that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And I hope that people's minds get a bit more open and they can understand that it's not about ridiculing someone. It's not about everybody annihilating one person just because of something they said. I think we all can kind of like take a leaf from this and grow and mature and understand that, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and how we deal with it, you know, how we deal with things reflects on how we are as individuals. So if you're going to tell people that you're going to throw acid on them or horrible negative things, then it kind of reflects on how you are as an individual. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go on because I could talk forever in England and I have no makeup on, my face looking so dry, and yeah, but I am Along Came Orge. I'm a presenter on Pulse 88, if you didn't know. You can follow me on Insta at along_came_orge, on Twitter, same thing, at along_came_orge. Also on YouTube at alongcameorge, Snapchat gorge88orge. And yes, this is the first of many. I'm going to post the vlog that I was meant to post on Saturday, maybe later in the week, because that was meant to be my first vlog, but then I wanted to talk on this. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to look. I might look a bit crazy. And I'm like in our spare room, so I don't know what the lighting is looking like. Yeah, because I couldn't get anyone to hold my camera, so I kind of had to do like a little mad thing. But yeah, I don't know how this is going to look, so hopefully it looks good.